Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a trendy weight loss plan. The potato diet. You heard that right. A diet centered entirely around potatoes. But before you grab a sack and call it a day, hold on. We're here to separate the spud from the dud by examining the science, the benefits, and the potential drawbacks of this all-potato approach. So, buckle up, tater lovers, because we're about to find out if the potato diet is a delicious path to weight loss or a recipe for disaster. What's up everyone? It's very normal to feel skeptical when you first hear about the potato diet. Potatoes are delicious, sure, but can they really be the key to weight loss? Let's investigate. Potato, Solanum tuberosum, is one of the main sources of food worldwide. Due to its high starch content, an average of 16%, potato is classified as a carbohydrate product due to its starch content, about 16% by weight. The rules of the potato diet. The potato diet is a short-term, restrictive plan. For 3-5 days, you guessed it, you eat only potatoes, and drink only water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea. Plain, boiled, or better baked, with the skin on for maximum nutrients. Aim for 2 to 5 pounds, 1 to 2 kilograms, of potatoes a day, which sounds like a lot, but translates to a calorie deficit for most people. Now, don't get fancy cooking dreams. Condiments and toppings like butter, cheese, and sour cream are a big no-no. Water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea are your only beverage options. Light exercise is recommended, but ditch the heavy workouts. Potato power, benefits of the diet. Okay, so potatoes aren't exactly a culinary adventure, but here's the thing. Potatoes are a surprisingly good source of nutrients. We're talking fiber for digestion, potassium for heart health, and even vitamin C for immunity. Plus, the low-calorie aspect can lead to short-term weight loss. Studies show that, within physiological limits, restricting calories can be effective in reducing body weight. Adding a couple of cool scientific tricks to boost weight loss on potato diet. Different methods of cooking results in different effects on starch content of potatoes, and their subsequent digestion, absorption and glycemic index. Boiling, for example, leads to the pasting of starch which, in this form, is rapidly and almost completely digested, causing a rapid increase in blood glucose level and a high glycemic index. Studies indicate that the thermal treatment that contributes the most to rapid starch digestion is traditional boiling in water. Dry, heat cooking of potatoes had better outcomes on both the glycemic index and nutritive value. When the dry, heat cooking methods, such as baking, are used, more native-resistant starch remains in potatoes. Cooling down potatoes by keeping in a refrigerator at 2 degrees Celsius for at least 3 hours. On cooling, starch undergoes a process called retrogradation, which changes its structure to become more crystalline, and increases its resistance to digestive enzymes. This explains why the glycemic index of cold-cooked potatoes is lower than that of hot-cooked potatoes. Resistant starch is less susceptible to digestion and absorption. Resistant starch has many beneficial effects to the human body. These effects include reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes mellitus, metabolic and cardiovascular diseases, and even Alzheimer's disease occurrence. The dark side of the spud, drawbacks to consider. There are some definite downsides to consider. First, the potato diet is incredibly restrictive. This can be hard to stick to, leading to cravings and binges. Second, you're missing out on essential nutrients like protein and healthy fats, crucial for building and maintaining muscle, and keeping you feeling full. This can lead to fatigue, headaches, and muscle loss. Third, the potato diet isn't sustainable. Who wants to live on potatoes forever? It doesn't teach healthy eating habits for the long run. Fad or fuel? Our verdict on the potato diet. So, is the potato diet a delicious path to weight loss? Not quite. While it might lead to some short-term weight loss due to calorie restriction, it's restrictive, unbalanced, and lacks the long-term sustainability of a healthy diet. Here's the bottom line. Potatoes can be a healthy part of a balanced diet, but basing your entire weight loss plan on them is a recipe for disappointment. Looking for a healthier alternative? Looking for a tastier and more sustainable approach? Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Include a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These provide the nutrients your body needs for healthy weight loss and long-term well-being. That's all for today, everyone. Remember, healthy weight loss is about creating sustainable habits you can enjoy. So ditch the fad diets and embrace a balanced approach that fuels your body and makes you feel great. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a trendy weight loss plan. The potato diet. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a trendy weight loss plan. The